right, good morning, South Texas. I hope your Tuesday is starting off on the right foot. It has been a very warm and humid start to our day. You probably noticed a lot of that dew on the grass this morning just because we have so much moisture in the air. We have also had a few light showers passing through as we've made our way throughout these morning hours. Some spots have even seen a few heavy showers, but there's just some very isolated spots. We'll get into that in just a moment. First of all, let's talk about what we have in the air today. We have molds in at a medium level and pigweed in at a light level. So if you're dealing with any allergies today, likely going to be those molds. Looking across South Texas, Calaveras Lake showing some cloud cover out there, some very dense clouds as we look out towards the San Antonio airport, but you do see a little bit of sunlight shining there on the runways. Northwest San Antonio looking toward where the sunrise was this morning, not showing too much in the way of issues, but again, some very dense clouds as we're going to see some off and on showers later on today in Morgan's Wonderland showing similar conditions. Some people are already asking, are we going to see storms today? We need rain bad in Tennessee, Cindy says. Yes, we are going to see some rain today. We need some rain here too in South Texas, and we are going to be lucky enough to see a little bit of shower activity here as we head into this afternoon. For this morning, this is a look at the time lapse from Calaveras Lake. You saw a little bit of shower activity there right before sunrise. We had another quick bout of rain as we headed throughout the morning, and we had a beautiful sunrise, and now we just have those passing clouds overhead making for a beautiful look outside. So Mike says, just like yesterday, so far only 3 raindrops fell into my rain gauge. Yeah, Mike, it's going to be one of those days where you could be lucky, and then the next day, your neighbor could be the lucky one that sees the rain. 2 houses down, it may rain, and then over your house, you get nothing. It's kind of like that. Very isolated showers off and on as we head throughout this afternoon. Looking down towards the coast, the coastal plains, again, just like yesterday, are going to be the ones that get the better chance for rain for today. You have the highest chance for rain pretty much in this region. As you start to get closer to San Antonio, the shower activity is going to break up a little bit more, and the lower chances for rain will be reserved for areas closer on towards an area called the Southern Edwards Plateau. So closer on towards Del Rio and Valverde County, Edwards County, Kinney County, even parts of Real County. But once you get into Real and Kerr County, that's when you start to move a little bit more into what we would call the hill country. So a little bit of shower activity out there still from that low pressure that has kind of made its way, or really just kind of a wave making its way off from the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf into overland for Texas and Mexico, pulling in that moisture over our region, and that's just going to continue again as we head throughout this afternoon, off and on showers. Now here's the benefit. It's kept us a little bit cooler. 70s and 80s out there right now, but it still does feel so much hotter because the humidity is so cranked up right now. We have a lot of moisture in the air. That means that the dew points are way up there in the 70s, making it feel like a very tropical air mass outside. Feeling like 90 degrees in Pearsall, 90 in Cotulla, feeling like 89 in Pleasanton, 84 in Hondo, and it feels like 82 right here in the Alamo City. Now the muggy meter shows us that all throughout this next week, we remain in the humid to very humid category. So this tropical air mass that we have overhead is not going anywhere anytime soon. We will see the rain chances dip down a little bit as we head into the end of the week. But all this moisture in the air that's making it feel hotter than what it actually is, again, going to feel sticky, humid, kind of just icky outside as we head throughout the next week. By Tuesday at 5 p.m. today, future clouds and radar showing a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity across the region. Again, nothing severe today. Just going to be off and on showers and storms, just run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. I think we see more than what future clouds and radar is trying to show here, though. I don't think it's handling the system as well with how much moisture we have in the profile of the atmosphere, and I don't think it's picking up on the lift that we have as well. So I think we see more showers and storms than what future clouds and radar is trying to show this afternoon. I see Concha trying to say, are we going to see any rain in Uvalde today? The answer is, it is possible you could see a few drops of rain. I think we actually have some rain in Uvalde County right now. Actually, no, it's in Medina County, just off to your east, and that could be moving into Uvalde County soon, and we could very well see a few showers, brief showers in Uvalde later on today. By Wednesday at 6 a.m., moving through the timeline, starting off the day with a little bit of shower activity possible, mainly cloud cover. And we move into the afternoon, more showers and storms. And again, I think future clouds and radar is playing it down a little bit on the amount of rain. Now, you may have noticed the temperatures there. They're only rising into the 80s the next few days. So not too bad. Remember, it will feel hotter. It will still feel like the 90s. But it won't be as hot as far as the temperatures are concerned. And we start off Thursday. Thursday will bring lower rain chances. You see less rain on future clouds and radar, and that is actually what we are expecting. Now, they still have the big heat out west. Notice over toward, goodness, my graphic system just advanced on me real quick. But you see up towards Vancouver into Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Big heat. It has been all-time record-breaking heat. The hottest temperatures that they have seen since records started being taken there. And guess what? Canada yesterday, for the whole country, saw an all-time record-breaking heat yesterday. I think they hit 116 in a spot. I think that's what it was. I'll have to go back and check that. But that was the hottest temperature that they've seen across the entire country in history. So we call this a heat dome. Well, whenever we have a heat dome over a region, sometimes we get that here in South Texas, especially in the summer months. That is where we have a lot of compressional heating. So just a lot of heat being trapped in at the surface, and the sunlight is typically abundant whenever you have that going on because you have sinking air. So with the abundant sunshine, you also have some more heating that's going on there. There's a few processes working in to allow you to heat up a little bit more from what's going on in the atmosphere to the sunlight itself. So they've been dealing with that big heat dome over the Pacific Northwest. And yeah, man, wild heat up there. I'm sure that they are excited for some cooler weather to hopefully move in pretty soon. But again, very hot there. So Virginia says, can you give a shout out to my daughter for her birthday today? Virginia, yes. I'm not sure what your daughter's name is, but happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. A little bit of shower activity out there, but if you wanted to get outside and play, it shouldn't be too bad. You should be able to dodge those raindrops, and hope you have a wonderful birthday. Jenny says, have friends in Washington State. They don't have AC there, and it's making a lot of people sick. Yeah, Jenny, I have heard that the hotel rooms up there across the Pacific Northwest are just all full because they actually have air conditioning in the hotel rooms, and people are all trying to rush in. Yeah, that's a big issue whenever they have a big heat wave way up into the Northeast, into Maine too. Whenever they have big heat waves, a lot of people don't have ACs up there. So yeah, that's very worrisome. So I hope people can try to stay as safe as possible in that part of the country. They are not used to this kind of heat at all. Missy wants to know, will there be rain in Shirts? It is possible they see some rain today. Juanita says, good morning. Have a blessed day. I hope you do as well. So let's continue to move through the timeline. Notice the time stamp in the top right corner of your screen. We make our way into the end of the week. Notice this big trough that's setting up over the East Coast. This is actually going to be impacting us as well. I'm actually going to stop this at Saturday. This is actually one of the reasons why we're going to have some better rain chances move in later in the week. And then, rather, not later in the week, excuse me, into the end of the weekend and into early next week. And it's also going to be one of the reasons why we're going to be below average for temperatures from day 8 through day 14. You're going to see that in the extended forecast in just a moment. That system setting up over to our east is going to allow us to get some cooler weather in here and some better rain chances. Of course, you don't want to hear about better rain chances on the 4th of July, I know, but we are going to have some pretty good rain chances in there. Take a look at what we could see over the next 7 days. Anywhere from about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain for a majority of South Texas. Areas like Goliad County stretching over toward Victoria and then east toward our neighbors in Houston, they could see 2 to 3 inches of rain. And if you're in the Del Rio region closer on to Val Verde County, we could be talking about 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch of rain. That's still a good amount of rain for this time of year for that region, so that should continue to help push back some of the drought conditions that we have. Right now, abnormally dry conditions along the Rio Grande, and then you see down toward Maverick County, south of Eagle Pass, we have moderate drought conditions. So we would like to see those go away completely. The average rainfall by month shows that we are at 1.86 for the month of June, so we are behind for the month, but still ahead for the year. If we don't get rain again until July 9th, then we are still going to be ahead for the year. So that's the good news, and I think we are going to see more rain in the rain gauge. You know, we've had a lot of rain in parts of San Antonio over the last couple of days, but the airport has only picked up 1/100 of an inch the last few days. I know here in the medical center where KENS 5 is located, we have had a good amount of rain at times, but it just seems like this shower activity is missing the gauge at the airport. So some people are seeing a lot of rain, some are not. That's what Beth says. Beth says at Pipe Creek, we got a lot of rain last night. Virginia says that her daughter's name is Jenny. Jenny is having a birthday today. So Jenny, happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. Moving on through the timeline here. So here's the Edwards Aquifer level, 660.9 feet. Right now it's taken 0.3 of a foot of a fall in the last 24 hours, but with some of that rain today, we may see it bump back up. Let's hope it does. And your 7-day forecast showing that we have scattered showers and storms for Tuesday and Wednesday. Remember what I told you. For the end of the week, Thursday and Friday, rain chances back off a little bit, but unfortunately, as rain chances back off, our temperatures climb back into the lower 90s for highs. Saturday and Sunday still looking pretty hot there, but of course that shower activity is going to manage to cool us down at different times throughout the day. 50% chance for showers and storms Saturday and Sunday, and you see the rain chances remaining high as we head into the beginning of next week. I talked about the 8 to 14 day outlook here just a moment ago. You see above average rainfall possible as we head all the way from the beginning to the middle part of the month of July. So that's good. We need the rainfall. And then also I talked about those below average temperatures from day 8 through day 14, below average. And don't get too excited. We're not talking about 70s for highs, but upper 80s for highs for this time of the year is actually a lot more manageable than, let's say, the mid 90s where we could be if we didn't have a cool down. That would be around average, would be mid 90s. So upper 80s, but it will feel a little bit hotter because of all the humidity that we have, of course. So day 8 through day 14 showing us that we could be, you know, staying maybe a little bit cooler. I would just say actually not as hot. We'll just say that. So let's take a look at the tropics. Right now we have a medium chance for tropical development as a wave that's moving across the Atlantic approaches the Lesser Antilles, moves across Puerto Rico, up towards around Hispaniola, right there where Haiti and the Dominican Republic are, and then approaching there the Turks and Caicos and down towards the Bahamas and eastern Cuba. That's going to be a medium chance for development by the time it reaches that region. Of course, if it does get too close to the island of Hispaniola, it will encounter a lot of issues with very large mountains that are located on that island, and any land, of course, can impact a system, but if you tropical system rather. But if you have mountainous terrain, that can really be a tough thing for a tropical system to try to get going around an island that has huge mountains. So we'll keep an eye on it. Right now, no threat to Texas from that system, but we'll keep you updated. And a low chance for tropical development there for another wave just east of that wave that we just talked about as it heads towards the Caribbean. No threat to South Texas, but again, we'll keep you updated. And then Danny, main landfall there just southwest of Charleston. Yesterday was a tropical storm right before landfall. The United States Air Force hurricane hunters that fly out of Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi, made a flight out to investigate the storm in their C-130, and they found that it had become a tropical storm right before landfall. And thankfully, though, I don't think it caused too much of an issue out there towards the Carolinas, but there was a ton of heavy rain from that system. If we do get another named storm, now I haven't marked off Danny on this list yet, I'll have to do that. But if we do get our next named storm, it will be Elsa. That would be the fifth name on the list. Michael says, as a San Antonio Missions fan with tickets to the game tonight, I'm okay with no rain. Yeah, I hope rain can miss the game, and I hope that the Missions can have a great game and can compete well this evening. Hopefully they have a tarp on the field just in case there's a little bit of rain. That way they can have good field conditions when they head out to play. James says this is more rain than last time. Yeah, some spots will get more rain, some spots not as much. Here's your Lone Star 3-day forecast. The next 3 days showing temperatures are going to be below average all across the state. And you see that we will have scattered showers and storms for Tuesday and Wednesday for pretty much everybody. But just like us here in South Texas, Thursday will be drier across the state. So parts of Texas may see a little bit of shower activity, but just like us, a lot drier conditions. And your Texas State Park forecast, not going to be the best day for hiking tomorrow. If you can dodge the showers and storms, you should be able to see beautiful running streams and rivers at some of the state parks thanks to increased water flow. Again, keep an eye on the radar. Don't be out there when there's thunder and lightning. So guys, I'm going to leave you with the 7-day forecast. I hope everybody can have a wonderful day. Scattered showers and storms today and tomorrow. Lower chances for rain for Thursday and Friday, but also hotter. And then as we head into the 4th of July weekend, sorry y'all, it's looking like showers and thunderstorms, but hopefully the shower and thunderstorm activity doesn't impact your fun too much. So have a wonderful week, or have a wonderful rest of your day, rather, here for Tuesday. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at Kent's 5. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson will be on at noon with the latest update to the forecast, and Weather Chief Bill Taylor will be on at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Have a wonderful Tuesday.